Here's some crazy facts that sound fake but are actually true. Starting off with, shadows make things weigh less. Wait, what? Now, a shadow is just the absence of light, so it shouldn't affect how much something weighs, as it isn't a physical entity. However, it turns out it actually has a difference, with objects that are in shadow weighing slightly less than if they were in light. This happens because of light pressure. When light travels, it carries light photons, and when light hits an object, the photons then bash into the object, causing a light pressure. So when there's a shadow, these light photons don't hit the object, therefore there isn't a light pressure on it, meaning that the object will weigh slightly less. Okay, moving on to another fact, and this is the fact that you used to be able to post children in the US. Yes, you heard that right. Today, this sounds completely bonkers, but it did used to happen. In the past, it was actually cheaper to attach a stamp to your child and send them in the post rather than buy a train ticket for them, for example. And therefore, as it was cheaper, some people used to send their children via post. The practice was eventually banned in 1920, with the reason being a concern for children's safety. No surprise really why it got banned. Moving on to the fact that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth. Now, this fact seems completely bonkers, especially if you're sitting on a beach and you can literally see billions of grains of sand. In fact, Earth has an estimated 7.5 sextillion grains of sand. However, the universe is ridiculously big. I mean ridiculously big. And it's estimated that the amount of stars could be up to 10,000 times more than the grains of sand we have here on Earth. Whew! I need to lie down after hearing that fact because my mind is blown. Okay, moving on to a lighter fact, and that is that YouTube was originally designed to be a video dating website. Just imagine YouTube could have been the big dating app instead of something like Tinder. Maybe I would have done better if YouTube had been the dating app. Anyway, the original plan for YouTube was for you to upload videos of yourself to introduce yourself to potential dates. However, the founders changed it to a general video site after no one signed up, and the YouTube we know today was born. Finally, there are more colours. Now, try to imagine a brand new colour. You can't. Humans can see around 1 million different shades of colours. Some people will see slightly more and some people will see slightly less. However, we are limited to a certain amount as we only have 3 different kinds of cones in our eyes to make sense of what light we're seeing. But there are definitely more colours, and we know this for sure as some animals like butterflies have way more types of cones they can use to see colours that are simply unimaginable to us. So there's just a few crazy facts that sound fake but are true. Do you have any more? Let me know in the comments.